Welcome to Order in Progress. I'm your host, Ronnie Doss. I'd like to invite you to learn more about the Brazilian culture with me and bring you more information on the unique aspects of this amazing South American country. Some delicious dishes are simply culinary creations, while others have cultural significance. The best way to learn about Brazil was to discover the authentic taste of this culture. Saddle up as we take a journey to learn the Gaucho way.
I grew up in a farm in Brazil, and that's how the Churrasco started. Like they got the Gauchos, they were the one that started the Churrasco. So growing up in a farm, my family pretty much did this on a daily basis, just like.
Oh really?
Yeah. So this is how we do it.
Is this like a typical, we're having it here on Tuesday lunch, but is this like more of a celebration type?
Well, this is the typical Brazilian way of cooking the meat. That's how it started. The farmers, the Gauchos, started doing it, and then it became such a big tradition, and then here we are.
Oh wow, amazing. Yeah. So can you show us some of the typical Brazilian meats?
I'm going to show you some of the cuts. Here we have a lot of the Brazilian cuts. There's the Host Ronnie, the top sirloin, which is picanha, which is the most famous Brazilian cut. Later on, I'm going to show you guys how to prepare that. Oh, you're going to help me out?
Oh, perfect.
Here we have the ribs. The beef ribs are amazing, very flavorful, and it's raw known.
The juice is just falling off. I can't imagine.
And you see here, we do over the mesquite charcoal and rotisserie, so it cooks through it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so is it eaten typically like those heroes are eaten where it's sliced, or is it kebab where you take
it the table and then we slice it off to the table?
Oh, so it's sliced. And is that typically how it's eaten also in Brazil?
Brazil, yes.
Oh, was it like family cooking? Was your mom mainly cooking this, or dad?
My brothers, yeah.
Okay.
In the youngest, I learned from my oldest brother.
So it's a little big community and family emphasis in Brazil?
Yes.
Oh wow, so you have all your meals together, it's not really like, oh, I just went out.
No, so you guys get your friends together when they have a barbecue, that's how we do it.
And are you able to find the same kinds of things that you find in Brazil here?
Yes.
Beef is this? Is it tri-tip or is this
a top sirloin?
Top sirloin, okay.
Yeah. Famous now in Brazil is picanha.
Oh.
Yeah. And to give the touch, we're gonna put some of the rock salt in it.
Oh, okay.
And that's when you're gonna help me out.
All right.
What you're gonna do is, you're gonna open this, and you're gonna put in your hand, handful, and you're gonna go both sides.
Handful, both sides?
Yeah.
All right.
Some of the fat too here.
All right.
All right, don't be afraid, go ahead.
Oh, don't be afraid. All right, go ahead. I get all nervous. I don't want to oversalt it.
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Then you just
Perfect.
And then you just so good. Just put in the grill.
And it's already starting just to spin, huh?
Yeah, ready to spin.
Wow.
How do you like it?
That is so, I can't get over that. That just looks so moist, just tender.
Good.
It's absolutely succulent. It's amazing how it just cooks in at such a perfect temperature.
Yeah, as I was teaching him how to do the Brazilian picanha, he did a great job.
Meals that I've been having are very regional or specific location of Brazil. Is there anything that's eaten throughout Brazil?
Yes, we do. We do have the famous feijoada. And the feijoada is a dish originally from Portugal. But in Portugal they use white beans.
Oh.
And it has some aftergood to it. The slaves actually created the feijoada, or perfection of the feijoada.
Wow, so with Brazilian food there's like a lot of culture and history in every bite.
Yes, there is a lot of it.
Absolutely. And how is the dish prepared?
Well, you do have the black beans, you cook the black beans, and then you do cut the pork feet, and then the pork ribs, and add bacon into it, and a little bit of herbs. And then this, it takes a lot of hours to cook. You cook it through like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay, so that's why it's only done like usually on the weekend, or it's a big, and so it's done in these bigger pots, then, right?
Like you said, this is a big pot.
Okay, yeah. So then that's traditional. That's typical,
Yes,
is that it isn't a big pot.
Proper way to eat with the barbecue.
Okay, perfect.
So you go with a little bit of white rice.
All right.
And we got the feijoada.
Nice.
See how that perfect it is? Go with a little bit of the farofa.
Yuca flour, yeah.
It's
Okay, and this is kind of like salsa then, yeah?
Yes. Brazilian dish.
I may not have ever tried any of these things, but I agree with all of this. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so this is collard greens. Oh, wow. So this has probably got some of the African influence as well, like you were saying.
Let me explain to you how the sign works. When you have them red, they won't come around with the meat. You put them green, they start showing up with the meat. And
I recognize this one.
This is the one you help prep, remember?
Oh, really? Is this the one I prepared?
Exactly,
absolutely.
That's the picanha.
Yeah.
Exactly the one you help prep. So you're gonna be eating your own food. You gotta be
perfect.
safe.
Yeah. Wow. It's been an amazing opportunity to spend the day with Head Chef Lucas, and I'd like to thank you for sharing a culture and culinary Brazilian experience. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
It was an incredible experience to learn about Brazilian culture with such delicious dishes, and I'm glad I didn't slice my finger off with that knife. All I can say now is, what's for dessert? And I wonder what my next adventure will be.
He is actually really good player.
You really?
I told you he's good.